Have you ever paused to reflect on how much energy we waste trying to explain ourselves to people who don't even care? Think about it. How many times have you caught yourself justifying your choices, defending your ambitions, or seeking approval to pursue what sets your soul on fire? Every second spent proving your worth to others is a second stolen from your own progress. It's time to reclaim that energy and redirect it where it belongs toward building the life you envision. When you shift your focus inward, something remarkable happens. Your entire reality begins to transform. Success doesn't come from endlessly discussing your plans or convincing skeptics of your potential. It's forged through action, fueled by discipline, and sustained by showing up for yourself every single day, even when no one's watching. The world is noisy, filled with voices that demand your attention, but true progress happens when you tune out the clamor and listen to your own purpose. Most people fall short of their dreams not because they lack talent or opportunity, but because they're drowning in distractions. They let the chaos of the world, endless notifications, social media comparisons, and irrelevant opinions derail their momentum. Hours slip away scrolling through curated highlight reels, measuring their journey against someone else's polished facade. They agonize over what friends, family, or strangers might think if they dare to carve a unique path. They exhaust themselves arguing with people who don't share their vision or have their best interests at heart. By day's end, they're drained, frustrated, and stuck in the same place they were yesterday. But here's the truth. When you eliminate distractions, stop explaining yourself, and focus solely on what matters, you become unstoppable. Success is built in silence, in the quiet moments when the world is asleep and you're grinding toward your goals. It's crafted in the choices you make when no one's watching, choosing work over comfort, discipline over excuses, progress over validation. It's solidified in the times you push through doubt, fatigue, or setbacks, knowing that every step forward counts. You don't need a cheering crowd or external permission to chase your dreams. What you need is consistency, the relentless commitment to show up day after day and do the work. The more you pour into your growth, your skills, your mindset, the more your life begins to align with your vision. Opportunities appear, not by chance, but because you've prepared yourself to seize them. Decisions become sharper because your focus is clear. Confidence grows not from others' praise, but from the undeniable evidence of your own progress. This isn't about isolating yourself or cutting off the world. It's about protecting your energy, like the precious resource it is. It's about being intentional with where you invest your time, attention, and emotions. Not every opinion deserves your response. Not every conversation warrants your voice. Not every person earns access to your dreams. When you learn to guard your focus, you take control of your destiny. You stop letting external noise dictate your path and start steering your life with purpose. The beauty of this approach, when you work in silence, when you stop broadcasting every move, your results speak louder than words ever could. People will notice your transformation. They'll wonder how you achieved it. They'll see the outcomes, your growth, your success, your unshakable confidence, and you won't need to explain a thing. Your actions will tell a story more powerful than any speech or social media post. So here's your challenge. Stop talking about what you're going to do. Stop worrying about what others think. Stop waiting for a perfect moment or someone's approval. Just do the work. Show up every day, even when it's hard, even when you're tired, even when you don't see results yet. Trust that by staying focused and consistent, everything will fall into place. You have the power to make it happen. Now go prove it. What you focus on expands. If you channel your energy into growth, discipline, and self-improvement, your life will transform. It's that simple, yet most people miss. Your energy is one of the most powerful forces you possess, shaping your reality with every thought, action, and choice. But here's the problem. Most people squander it. They fixate on what's missing instead of what's possible. They chase distractions instead of purpose. They dwell on others' judgments instead of their own progress. Then they wonder why they feel stuck, unfulfilled, and far from their goals. Your life is a direct reflection of where you direct your attention. If you feed your mind negativity, toxic relationships, endless complaints, or mindless scrolling, your reality will mirror that chaos. But if you nourish your mind with purpose, learning, and positive habits, your world will shift to reflect that clarity. This isn't just motivational rhetoric, it's rooted in how your brain works. The reticular activating system, RS, acts like a mental filter, amplifying what aligns with your dominant thoughts. Ever notice how when you decide to buy a specific car, you suddenly spot it everywhere. That's your RS at work, highlighting what you've deemed important. Now imagine harnessing that power intentionally. Train your mind to seek opportunities instead of obstacles, solutions instead of problems, progress instead of setback. You'll start attracting what you want, not just what life throws at you. It's not magic, it's the science of focus. Yet most people surrender control of their energy. They let their environment dictate their state of mind. They wake up and immediately check their phones, letting social media, news, or someone else's drama set the tone for their day. They get sucked into arguments, negativity, or trivial tasks, then wonder why they're exhausted with nothing to show for it. The truth is, your energy is your responsibility. No one else will protect it for you. If you want to change your life, you must be ruthless about what you allow into your mind and space. This means setting boundaries, saying no to people, activities, or habits that don't align with your goals. It means surrounding yourself with those who inspire and challenge you, not those who drain or doubt you. It means replacing complaints with action, excuses with effort, and distractions with discipline. When you commit to feeding your mind with empowering thoughts and your life with purposeful habits, you create a ripple effect. Small changes compound, leading to breakthroughs you never thought possible. Once results start to show, everything shifts. The doubts that once consumed you fade. The negativity that used to derail you becomes irrelevant. The people who questioned your path, they no longer matter, not because the world around you changed, but because you did. You trained yourself to prioritize what matters, and your reality reflects that transformation. Success isn't about luck or talent, it's about aligning your mindset, actions, and energy with the life you want to create. You don't need to have every step figured out, you don't need a flawless plan or perfect circumstance. What you need is intention, deliberately choosing where to place your focus. Because at the end of the day, you're either building your future or feeding your fears. The question is, what are you choosing to nurture? Distractions are the silent killers of progress. They're why so many remain stuck, year after year, not because they lack potential, but because they let irrelevant things steal their time and energy. Every time you give in to negativity, others' opinions, or petty drama, you're diverting resources from the goals that matter most. The worst part, most people don't even realize they're doing it. Take a moment to reflect. How much time do you spend scrolling through social media, watching others live their lives instead of building your own? How often do you let a negative comment or a bad day throw you off track? How many times have you promised to start something meaningful, only to be sidetracked by something trivial? Distractions don't just waste hours, they pull you away from your purpose, making it harder to regain momentum. Not all distractions are obvious. Some disguise themselves as urgent, but unimportant. A heated argument that leads nowhere, a meeting that could have been an email, a social event you felt obligated to attend. These moments seem small, but they accumulate, becoming the reason you're not moving forward. Every second spent on something misaligned with your goals is a second you could have invested in your growth. The most successful people understand this. They're relentless about protecting their time, refusing to let distractions dictate their day. They curate their environment, their schedule, and their mindset to support their vision. They know that without focus, even the greatest talent or ambition amounts to nothing. To achieve something extraordinary, you must adopt the same mindset. You can't afford to let distractions control you. You must control them. One of the biggest distractions is the weight of others' opinions. It's staggering how much energy we waste worrying about what people think. We hesitate to take bold steps because we fear judgment. We hold back from pursuing our dreams because we dread criticism. But here's the reality: people will judge you, no matter what you do. So why not do what fulfills you? Why not chase the life you want instead of shrinking to fit someone else's expectation? The moment you stop caring about irrelevant opinions, you free yourself to focus on what truly matters. And when you focus, everything changes. You accomplish more. You see tangible progress. You build confidence not from external validation, but from the proof of your own capability. Eliminating distractions isn't a passive act, it's a deliberate choice. It means setting firm boundaries, saying no more often, and designing a daily routine that prioritizes your goals above all else. It also means removing anything that slows you down, whether it's toxic relationships, self-sabotaging habits, or time-wasting activities. Success isn't just about working hard, it's about working smart. And working smart means guarding your focus like it's your most valuable asset. If you're tired of feeling stuck, ask yourself, where's your energy going? Are you pouring it into growth, or are you letting distractions drain it? The moment you commit to protecting your focus, you unlock your potential. You move faster, you realize just how much you're capable of when you stop letting distractions hold you back. Once you master this, focus becomes your default. Progress becomes your baseline. The things that used to throw you off, negativity, doubt, or drama, lose their power. You've trained yourself to stay locked in on what matters, and your life transforms as a result. Protect your time, guard your energy, and watch how quickly you soar. Success isn't a single cinematic moment. It's not about waiting for one big break, one lucky chance, or one perfect opportunity to change everything. The real secret lies in the compound effect of self-improvement, the small, consistent actions you take every day that seem insignificant but build into something extraordinary over time. Every choice you make either pushes you closer to your goals or pulls you further away. Waking up early to work on your craft, that's progress. Choosing to read a book instead of binge watching a show, that's progress. Opting for discipline when you'd rather make excuses, that's progress. These moments feel minor in isolation, but when repeated daily they stack, creating a foundation for massive change. Most people never reach their potential because they underestimate the power of consistency. They start with enthusiasm, but when results don't come quickly, they quit. They grind for a week, see no change, and fall back into old habits. What they fail to grasp is that success is built through repetition, showing up when it's hard, working when no one's watching, pushing forward even when you don't feel like it. Results aren't immediate, but that doesn't mean they're not coming. Think of planting a seed. You water it, nurture it, but for weeks, nothing seems to happen. Beneath the surface, roots are forming, gathering strength. Then one day, it breaks through the soil. Success follows the same pattern. Every action you take strengthens your foundation, even if you can't see the growth yet. Most people give up too soon, discouraged by slow progress, unaware of how much they could achieve with persistence. The people who succeed aren't the ones who made one dramatic move. They're the ones who kept going when others quit. And once you start seeing results, momentum takes over. One good habit leads to another. Progress fuels motivation. Success breeds more success, but it all begins with those small intentional choices you make every day. Your daily habits shape your future more than you realize. Want to be healthier? It's not about one grueling workout. It's about moving your body consistently. Want to achieve greatness? It's not about one bold career move. It's about continuously sharpening your skills. Want to feel confident? It's not about waiting for someone to praise you. It's about proving your worth through action. You don't need perfect conditions or anyone's permission to start. All you need is a commitment to take one small step each day toward your goal. Stay consistent, trust the process, and keep moving forward even when it feels like nothing's happening. One day, you'll wake up and realize how far you've come. That's the power of the compound effect. Small, smart choices, repeated over time, make success not just possible but inevitable. Confidence doesn't come from likes, compliments, or someone telling you you're good enough. It comes from action, from proving to yourself, through your own effort, that you're capable. The more you act, the less you rely on external validation. Many assume confidence is something you're born with, but that's a myth. It's a skill forged through practice, built by facing challenges and stepping up even when you're unsure. If you wait for approval before making a move, you'll never take risks. Not everyone will support your journey, and if you let that stop you, you'll stay stuck, conforming to a version of life that feels safe, but leaves you unfulfilled. Confident people aren't fearless, they trust themselves to act despite fear or uncertainty. They don't wait for permission or obsess over what others think. They take action, building evidence that they can handle obstacles, solve problems, and succeed. Confidence isn't about feeling fully prepared, it's about moving forward before you feel ready, trusting you'll figure it out along the way. Waiting for the perfect moment, or complete certainty, keeps you paralyzed. Doubts and unknowns will always exist, but if you let them hold you back, you'll never start. Take action anyway, and something powerful happens. Your need for others' approval begins to fade. You stop seeking validation, because you've given it to yourself. That's the root of true confidence, knowing your worth based on what you've proven to yourself, not what others say. Think of the most confident people you know. They're not immune to doubt. They've simply built so much proof of their ability that doubt no longer controls them. They've faced challenges, taken risks, and seen themselves come out stronger. You don't need to be the most talented or experienced person in the room, just the one willing to act. Every step you take outside your comfort zone, every push past fear strengthens your confidence. Stop waiting for the perfect moment. Release the fear of judgment. Recognize that the only approval you need is your own. Confidence is about trusting yourself to take the next step, even when you don't have all the answers. Live with that mindset, stop hesitating, start doing, and confidence becomes second nature. Once that happens, no obstacle, no critic, no setback can stop you. Patience and discipline are the ultimate game changers. They separate those who achieve their dreams from those who give up too soon. Most people don't fail because they lack ability or opportunity. They fail because they lack the endurance to stick with the process. They crave instant results, expecting success to arrive quickly and effortlessly. When it doesn't, they abandon their efforts, convinced it's not meant to be. But anything worthwhile takes time. Every successful person you admire, every entrepreneur, artist, or leader shares one trait: they stayed disciplined through adversity. They didn't quit when the path got rocky or when results were slow to appear. They understood that progress compounds over time, and the only way to get there is through relentless consistency. Most people start with excitement, but when obstacles arise, they falter. They doubt their abilities, assuming slow progress means they're on the wrong path. But delays are part of the journey. Success isn't instant, it's a gradual unfolding. Patience is what keeps you grounded during the waiting. Think of a seed planted in soil. You water it, give it sunlight, but for weeks or months, nothing seems to happen. Beneath the surface, growth is occurring, roots are spreading, strength is building. Then one day, the sprout emerges. Progress works the same way. You may not see results yet, but if you stay consistent, they're coming. Discipline is what carries you through when motivation fades. There will be days when you don't feel like showing up, when doubt creeps in, when you question whether it's worth it. Discipline is choosing to act anyway, not because you're inspired, but because you've made a promise to yourself. Motivation is fleeting. Discipline is the backbone of success. It's waking up early when you'd rather sleep, working when no one's watching, staying focused when distractions tempt you. When you combine discipline with patience, you create a powerful formula. You stop giving up prematurely. Temporary setbacks no longer derail your long-term vision. Most people overestimate what they can achieve in a week, but vastly underestimate what a year of consistency can bring. Small, disciplined actions, repeated over time, lead to extraordinary results. If you're feeling stuck, ask yourself, are you giving it enough time? Are you staying disciplined, even when it's tough? Are you showing up every day, even when progress feels invisible? If you are, keep going. Your breakthrough is closer than you think. The people who succeed aren't always the most gifted, they're the ones who refuse to quit. They show up consistently, trusting that their hard work will pay off. Master patience and discipline, and no goal will be out of reach. Success doesn't require noise, validation, or constant announcement. In fact, the most powerful thing you can do is stay silent and let your results do the talking. Too many people waste energy proclaiming their plans instead of acting on them. They get caught up in seeking approval, craving applause, or proving themselves to others. But real success happens in the quiet moments, when it's just you, your work, and your commitment to becoming better. Talking about your goals can trick your brain into feeling accomplished. Research shows that publicly sharing your plans releases dopamine, the same chemical triggered by actual achievement. You get a rush of satisfaction without doing the work, creating a false sense of progress. That's why so many who talk big never follow through. They've already reaped the reward of validation. But when you stay silent, when you focus on action over attention, you channel all your energy into real progress. Successful people don't feel the need to broadcast every step. They don't waste time proving themselves with words. They show up, put in the work, and let their results speak for themselves. Adopt this mindset. When you're truly focused on growth, you don't have time to seek approval. You're too busy becoming the person you're meant to be. Silence also protects your energy. Sharing your goals with the wrong people invites negativity, doubt, or criticism. Not everyone will understand your vision, and their skepticism can plant seeds of insecurity if you're not careful. By keeping your plans close and letting your actions speak, you maintain control over your mindset. You shield yourself from external noise, and stay focused on what matters. This isn't just about staying quiet, it's about turning your focus inward. Too many get caught up in comparison, measuring their progress against someone else's timeline or achievements. But when you shift your attention to your own growth, everything changes. You stop chasing trends or trying to keep up. You start building the best version of yourself, and that's when the magic happens. When you work quietly, when you block out the noise, Opportunities start to align, progress accelerates, confidence grows not because others praise you, but because you've proven your worth to yourself. Success isn't about being the loudest voice in the room, it's about being the most consistent. It's about showing up every day, whether anyone notices or not. It's about staying committed, even when no one's applauding. Stop explaining yourself, stop seeking permission, start because when you do, the world will take notice, not because you demanded it, but because your success will be undeniable. Your results will speak louder than any words ever could, and by then you'll have no need to say a thing.